It's time for everyone's favorite new game show,
What's in My Glass?
And now, your hosts for What's in My Glass, Chad and Sarah.
Let's go ahead and meet tonight's contestants. He is one half of the podcast, Please welcome Greeze. He's also one half of the podcast. Please welcome Will. All right, guys, are you ready to play?
I am. Will threatened me, said if I talk over y'all, I'm really in trouble, so I'm trying not to. I love y'all, baby.
All right, let's go ahead and flip a coin and see who gets to go first.
Grease can call it.
Heads. Why would you call tails? And it's heads.
It is
It
heads.
is heads. Before we get started, let's remind everybody of the rules.
Okay, if you roll a 1, you have to tell us the proof. That is plus or minus 4 points. If you get it within that range, it's 10 points. If you tell us the proof exactly, that'll be 20 points.
If you roll a 2, you have to tell us the age within 2 years. If you guess within that range, you get 10 points. If you guess the exact age, you get 20 points.
Roll a 3, and we're gonna need to know the mash bill. You give us the dominant grain, that's 10 points. You give us the secondary grain, that's another 10 points.
If you roll a 4, we need you to tell us the suggested retail price plus or minus $8. If you guess within that range, you get 10 points. If you get it exactly, you get 20 points.
A roll of the 5 will get you the distillery. If you can go ahead and guess it, that's 20 points, but if you need a clue, you'll only earn 10 if you get it right.
And finally, the roll of a 6 is a wild card, where you can take your pick of any of the 5 categories.
All right, Grease, let's see what category you have.
Let's find out what's in his glass.
You rolled a take your pick.
I'm going proof, baby. Proof, baby.
All right, you have 1 minute on the clock, starting now.
Well, he's having a drink. I'm gonna have a drink myself.
I'm going to say 110 proof.
110 proof. Grease, you are in the hot seat.
I can't tell you what it is yet, but I can tell you that you can now only get 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
So we roll again.
Will, did you pregame?
No.
I didn't either. It's hot.
All right, Grease, you rolled a 4. So now you must tell us the price, the MSRP, plus or minus $8.
$8.
I see steam coming out of his ears.
I feel like this is cheap. I'm gonna go $49.99 because that just feels like what everybody's saying right now.
I love that that's
All
cheap
right.
to you.
Well, that's
$49.
in this market.
That's a pallet.
A $50 pour isn't cheap.
You're rich.
That is incorrect.
Oh, no,
No
points.
points.
I'm not even
for
within
the
8.
Grease. No.
Oh no. Should we tell him what it is?
Okay, Sarah, what's in his glass?
You are drinking Cooper's Craft 100 proof.
It's fine. I'll be better.
It's okay. Yeah, good warm up. All right, Will, it's your turn. Let's go ahead and see. 3. Will, you're going to be guessing the mash bill. First is the dominant grain for 10 points, and then the secondary grain for another 10 points. 20
Do I have
points
to give
possible.
ratios at all or just guesses?
No ratios, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that'll be in season 2 when we really up the ante. Time starts now.
I need you to be a champion right now, Will.
I should have pregame with something.
That's what I said.
Yeah, this is a really bad life choice.
Right.
This is rye whiskey, so 50% plus rye, and then corn is the secondary flavoring grain.
Will, you're in the hot seat. So that was incorrect. That's incorrect. Bold guess. So we're going to roll again. You have one more chance. Only 10 points possible here when you're in the hot
Will,
seat.
that was so confident.
A 1. Okay, Will, we're going to need you to guess, or actually tell us with certainty and authority, the proof plus or minus 4 points.
And this time you'll only get 30 seconds.
Ooh.
It's 90 proof.
Stop the clock. He has 20 seconds left.
10 points.
That is correct.
That is correct.
That is actually on the nose. But
Now,
because you're in the hot seat, you
too
can't
bad
get...
you don't get the
I don't get
the
the
bonus.
extra.
Yeah,
Right.
don't get the bonus.
I wish I'd rolled that the first time.
On the board with 10 points, you are in the lead now. Any guesses now that you nailed the proof?
I'm going to say 1792 small batch.
I don't
Okay.
think that's a bad guess.
That's not a bad guess.
It's not a bad guess at all.
No.
It is Four Roses small batch.
Okay.
All right, as it stands right now, Will is in the lead with 10 points, but it's still anybody's game. Let's roll on to round 2. All right, Grease, here is your chance for a comeback. Let's see what you're working with. A 3. It's mash bill.
I'm into it. I love it. I love it.
And your time starts now.
Oh. Wheat corn.
Bold
Interesting.
move, Grease.
Bold. Very bold.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
It did not. I like your energy, though.
You're wrong.
All right, but you're in the hot seat now.
The hot seat.
You got a 1, which means you have to guess the proof.
Oh. $90 proof.
90 proof.
Are you copying me? Like everything I've done, Grease?
I've been doing it for 6 years, Will.
It's just 90 proof. That's going to be it's like he's filling in C.
It's a good guess.
Yeah, it's
It's a guess.
a guess.
Okay, it's a guess.
It's a guess. It's
It
wrong.
is
It's
not
wrong.
the right guess.
No.
I mean, I guess you can guess anything.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
that is
Sarah.
incorrect.
What's in his glass?
You are drinking Weller 107. You had wheat, right? Just not the right.
Yeah, there was wheat in there.
There was some wheat in there,
There is
just
wheat.
not dominant grain.
I just love that he thought it was a 90 proof wheat whiskey. Straight wheat whiskey.
Yeah, you guys just think we're just trying to just trick you every time. Just throw you these. No, we're nice.
Perhaps we are.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, Will. Round 2 for you. Let's see what you're drinking. You can go ahead and pour it if you like.
Ooh.
It's a 6. It's a wild card, so you can take your pick of any of those 5 categories.
I'm gonna try proof. I think that'll be fun
Proof.
to try.
All right, you have 1 minute to guess the proof, starting now.
Ooh, that smells great.
Thank you.
Yeah, that Weller 107 smelled great too.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and guess my proof.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's 100.
Within 4 proof points, it is not.
I'm sorry, Will. You are in the hot seat.
Yikes.
All right.
We're both so hot, Will.
Well, let's see what you're going to do for round 2 here. It is a 3 back to mash bill.
I don't need time. This is a corn and rye bourbon. So corn dominant grain, rye is the flavoring grain.
That is correct.
Ding, ding.
Oh my gosh, you're so ridiculous right now. You're like,
20
I don't
points.
need any time. You know what?
I'm
I'm proud of you, Will.
I'm gonna guess what it is, just because I think. And this, it's funny because I said 100 proof, but I mean it tastes like Elijah Craig Big Red 12. So it feels like it has age, but so I think it's a Elijah Craig with age on it. So Big Red 12. I mean, I don't think it's as oaky as like an 18, but
I could see how you would land at Heaven Hill, considering it is actually from Jim Beam.
They
No,
both
that was
have
serious.
That,
The
malted
nuttiness.
barley
The
nutty-
nuttiness.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
nuttiness in
They
there.
both have some
Yeah.
nutties.
Sarah, what's in his glass?
You are drinking Baker's 7-year.
okay. That's
107
107
proof.
Yeah.
Now, this is actually the single barrel, so this is an 8-year and 6-month version of the single barrel.
Man, it tastes so oaky though for only 8 years old.
Yeah.
That's those earthy tones that
Mm-hmm.
that you can get from those Beam products.
Okay, the score, to remind you all, is 30 to Zippo, if I'm remembering correctly.
That is correct.
Yeah. Your memory is
No.
accurate.
Okay, yeah, just checking. All right. Well, that's all right, because we're going into our next round, and things could turn around. Now, time for a special round. You guys each have the same thing as your sample, but we're going to do a speed round here, except it's not going to be speedy because you'll have 2 minutes to do it, but you will give us the proof, the age, the mash bill, the price, and the distillery. Gentlemen, write all those down on a card. You'll have 2 minutes, then we'll review and dole out some points, or not. You gotta get
not.
them. You gotta get them right.
They really got to tell us what's in their glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he drinking? He just nosed it. You can't not cheat.
I'll give you 10
5-second
seconds.
penalty.
Yeah,
5 second
no,
penalty.
I'll give him 10 seconds. I
Oh,
won't
okay.
start. I won't start until we're 10 seconds in.
10
All right.
seconds in. All right, Will, your time starts now. Grease is in a timeout. Greeze, your time starts now. And my time has never ended. Here I go. I know what's in my glass because I poured it.
You can't be distracting them, Chad. You must let them be studious. Be a good host.
Maybe we should distract them.
I think that sounds rude.
Tennessee sucks! Well, I'm throwing them off. Throwing them off.
I don't know if I like it. You're asking for future trouble. We are at Whiskey Weekend as this is airing.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's what you say now that you know.
It doesn't suck. Backwards hats are stupid.
He said, what'd you say?
Oh, and Will is already done.
I'm done.
Of course, you know, Grease was put in timeout.
Are we both done? With
both done.
35 seconds to spare?
Okay. Well, let's go over this. Grease, what do you have as the proof?
I have it at 120 proof.
Okay. And Will?
I put 110.
Points to Will.
Grease, no points.
Yeah, 10
I
points
lost
to
all of these then.
Man, did you go all in? Did you go all in on what
Will.
you
He went all in
believed?
on what he thought he was.
Oh.
That's okay. You might get some consolation ones. All right, Grease, the age.
14.
Will?
7.
Points
to Will.
We are currently, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but currently at 40-0. But you could still come back if you get that mash bill, both of those.
You're still in this.
Maybe you can come back. I'm not sure.
All right, Grease, mash bill, please.
Corn, then rye. Dominant corn.
Okay.
I
And Will?
put corn then rye as well.
No points. No points on that round. This one was tricky. This one was a curveball, but it's fair because you both had the same thing. The dominant grain on this one was malted barley, and the secondary grain was corn. Next, we have MSRP.
Yes.
Grease?
Price?
Within $8, please.
$50.
Okay. He sounds so
said-
defeated.
I said 60.
No points
No
awarded
points.
for that. No.
This is a $100 MSRP.
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. And
I definitely
before
got this one wrong.
That's
we didn't reveal the proof or the age, did we? We'll go ahead and say that it is 108 proof and it is 8 years old.
Pretty damn
Grease,
close.
what distillery does this come from?
I'm not even saying my answer because I'm going to look like an idiot. You know what this tasted like? This tasted like a single barrel select when Knob Creek had those really older barrels.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This just had some good age on it, I thought.
So Beam would have been your guess.
Yeah.
Beam? Will?
okay.
I guessed wild turkey. I thought it was a Russell's pick. It was pretty spicy to me when I first was drinking it. So I thought it was a little bit higher rye grain bill.
Okay.
But clearly was wrong on those.
Yeah, no points awarded in that one either. It is from Heaven Hill. So
But again, Grease, I see your Beam Heaven Hill connection.
now that you have all this info, any guesses?
Is this the Parker's Heritage malt?
It is.
It is.
It is.
Good guess.
No points awarded, but
I don't
That's some
know another one.
detective
I don't
work.
know another one that at Heaven Hill that's dominant
100
barley.
That
Yeah.
does
Good job.
taste like a Beam product to me. It's got peanut butter in it to me. So I will give Grease some credit there that his mindset was actually pretty good.
Well, I mean, a beam had something to do with it. Parker Beam.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
No points though, but
No points.
No
points.
points.
Yeah.
That part does sting a little.
Yeah.
I didn't go to church this past Sunday, so I think it's probably my sins catching up to me or something. That's it. I just lost.
I mean, you didn't score any points.
But I mean,
hold on.
we've got a
Hold on,
tiebreaker.
Grease. Hold on, Grease. Let's go back. Let's get out our calculator. We're gonna go back to the scoreboard and figure this up. Hold on 1 second.
10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 40. And 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. That's 0.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Our math's right. Congratulations,
Like even if
Will.
you multiplied my numbers together,
You can
still
square
weird.
it,
We
cube
did.
it.
We did. We multiplied
still
it
zero.
as hard as we could, and it just still.
What if I poured this tiebreaker pour and I told you exactly what it was? Could I win?
That would be worth 39 points. So I say go for it. At least you could say you lost by 1 point. I mean, Will, you could also do it for bragging rights.
Awesome palate. Awesome finish.
If you were paying attention, this is what I poured into my glass at the beginning of the show.
course we weren't paying attention, Chad.
Chad with the Easter eggs.
Chad, we started off as an audio podcast. We don't look at anything.
Hancock's President's Reserve.
I can see.
That's not a guess you hear often.
I can see where you were going with that, Will.
I always say it tastes like a makeup counter when I get a tannic rye.
You lick a lot of makeup counters?
Where else are you gonna pick up girls in freaking high school?
I don't think he knows what tannic means because he says double rye tastes like that.
It's not. No. Double rye is crazy rye.
Grease, any wild guesses?
I don't know. Remus 5.
We would
That
do
is
that.
interesting.
We would do that, wouldn't
yeah,
we?
that sounds like us.
Yeah. You are both drinking Evan Williams 1783, the new 90 proof.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
time?
So I will say this. I'm on record saying that I really like 1783 Evan Williams. I think it's one of the best budget pours out there.
I agree.
Yeah. It's
It's close to my heart.
It's gotten even better
Way
since it went to
back,
90 proof.
All the way from the first flight fight, I think.
That's
Was it?
right.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Good memory, Will.
Extra points. Bonus points for you.
41 points now. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for being contestants on this
Our victims.
non-live show that we've edited here. We really appreciate it. Thanks to the podcast guys. If you don't listen to their podcast, what are you doing? Go give it a listen. Also, subscribe to their YouTube channel. Will, Grease, thank you so much. We'll see you at Whiskey Weekend.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Sarah.
Love y'all. I goose egged.
So there you go, guys. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to us already, we'd love to have you come on over. You can click right up here. There's suggestions of other videos right down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Podcask. Until next time, drink more bourbon.